So, my name is Valentina, and I represent company Symphony Solutions, which is a Dutch company and 10 years on the market and having offices in 3 countries. And I will be sharing my personal experience of how I was involved in making business of culture, though it perhaps doesn't sound that nice. Yeah, I've been 7 years with the company of 10 years of its existence. So I speak from my experience and from my passion. I wanted to start my presentation from a little bit sad news. Actually, I'm replacing my colleague who had to present here and was announced earlier and had already people subscribed. This is Sunny, who is the site leader of our Krakow office and who cannot be here because that his father just passed away. So just take a moment of silence. Okay. What is culture? Culture may mean different to all of us, and you perceive it in a different way. It might mean food, it might mean clothes, it means habits, ethnicity, customs, rituals, everything. You experience it in a different way, everybody differently. So, but what is actually a corporate culture or organizational culture? It encompasses values and behavior that contributes to unique psychological and social environment of the organization. And in each organization, this culture is being implemented in a different way. It consists of different elements and might be affected by many different factors. And how do they appear? How does the culture appear? Usually it comes from top management and evolves and spreads to the all aspects of organization. At Symphony, we managed to create something unique, we believe, and this is very strongly based on values, Dutch heritage, and the creativity. So, from the very beginning, it was a conscious choice 10 years ago of our founder to build a different organization, the organization that would eliminate all possible barriers of traditional management in favor of high degree of self-organization. It starts with the deep values, with cherishing the values. It might sound, too generic, and this is what every company would like to say. We are based on values. But I can explain and prove later that this was implemented in each aspect of the company, and this is what is making it fundamental and strong. And when colleagues experience these values, they feel respected, and this is what they transfer in the business to our customers. And as a result, customers respond with the growth. We have a win-win situation and we grow together. And this is if I sum up how the cycle of this culture value goes. It's difficult to talk about the culture actually when you cannot experience that. Yeah, it's difficult to transmit it to you, to try to make you understand what I mean. So I've selected just a few points that might be more easy to, and be more, let's say, easy to explain for external people what we mean. For example, we created the very unique process of hiring people because we perceive and we think and believe that cultural fit is the key ingredient of how we grow. So we have the process when colleagues hire colleagues. That means that two randomly taken people from a company being invited to the cultural interview, which is as important as the technical interview. And they kind of check the person if the person corresponds and resonates with the values that we have in the company. We implemented the same desk policy, so it doesn't mean what level you are, whether you're a junior or you're a senior or a founder or a C-level, you have the same desk, you have the same chair, you have the same headset, you have the same rights and the benefits as everybody else. There is no difference. We've kept our principle of zero tolerance to corruption. Perhaps it's not that important and of a big problem in other countries, but the country where we started with our first delivery center in Ukraine, this was a very big thing, and it was a very, very difficult principle to follow. And it is still now quite a big problem in Ukraine. We've took our course to have a 50-50 gender balance, which is very, very difficult to keep, but it brings its benefits. We also believe that technical skills or soft skills are as important as technical skills when educating and raising our people. So, and the last thing on this slide I would mention about the being agile-driven company. I will talk later about this in more details in a few slides, and this is a unique feature that helps us to cope with the rapid growth and still preserve our culture. So let me introduce, this is just a snapshot of our company. I'm sure not everybody is here. And you see that we are very close to gender balance 50-50. And in tech company, it's a pretty unique. And why we did it? Because, you know, the natural balance in the normal environment is that sexual species have actually almost 50-50 normally gender balance. And we wanted to bring this natural environment into our organization. And there are a lot of discussions how that helps, and this is, I think, a separate topic for presentation, but we believe that in this way we can deliver better and deeper solutions than it would be done by, you know, mostly men and demographics or women. It has to be the balance. We kind of kept our principle in leadership. So this is our leadership team. And currently we have 52% women, but it's a temporary balance. As soon as another person joins, this can vary. But we are very close to always having 50-50. Following our principles and our attitude to people, we developed a quite rich program of perks and benefits, and this is what is easier to understand for people and experience kind of culture. And these are just very, very some of them, and perhaps the most interesting and important. So flexible time schedule, free lunches and breakfasts, and all the offices we practice. We have work from homes, and we have sick days due to child sickness, which is very important to mothers and women that we have in the company, because 50% of them have kids. So we care a lot about health and wellness. We have plenty of crazy things in the company. We have massages, we have manicures, we have corporate doctors, obviously. We have nursery for mothers, so they can easily combine their job with their career with being a mother. And we even added the eyebrow master. This is the latest benefit for women mostly at the moment. But as I said, we value, you know, the mental health as much as the physical health, and we even added lately, last year, psychological consultations for our people. This is to help them to cope with the emotions when they have during their work and during their personal life. And it's very helpful. So, we consider ourselves an agile company. And meaning agile, we go beyond the development teams, what is a normal practice for you, obviously, all of you. We embraced agility across all the organizations. So we were brave and crazy enough to bring it for all the levels. So our management, our recruitment, our finance, our marketing now work in agile fashion, in a safe, actually scaled agile. And here is the photo, perhaps doesn't represent the best way the agility of our company, but you might be familiar. This is a program board during PI planning of our customer. These are some snapshots. This is our leadership working, and this is our marketing team working. So we have daily stand-ups for our leadership every day, the same way the development team works. And this keeps us aligned. This keeps us well communicated, cross-functional. And this is what keeps us to preserve our culture while growing. We even started a certification center because everybody in the company is certified in Agile, depending on the needs and the level of your, or the area of your interest. So we certify everybody, and we help our customers to go truly Agile. Yeah, we have coaches for that. And the final touch is, again, what is easy to understand in terms of culture is this: how we organize the space, the work environment. So this is our office in Lviv, and this is the way all our offices look like. We brought the Dutch heritage, and we created this village environment to bring intimacy and, you know, warmth and closeness to people, so they feel basically at home. I will show more later of those photos at the end when we have more time. So we also, of course, wondered, how does it impact our people? What do they feel about that? How do they perceive the company? And we conducted a survey in 9 focus groups in 3 countries in 4 locations, giving them a task of selecting the set of the visuals and the words that they associate the company with and the culture with. Yes, and those groups were about 10 people. They were selected according to different criteria: people that work 4 years in a company plus, less than a year, seniors, juniors, so really to try to understand as deep as possible their attitude towards the culture. And to our biggest surprise, there was a consistency and a lot of overlapping. So we were very, very happy, since those are different countries, Macedonia, Poland, Ukraine. They don't basically communicate directly with each other as often as we would like, but we found this consistency. And so we are sharing some very private information here. So this is how our people see our brand and experience our brand. This is the composite of visuals and words that how people see our company. And by the way, the words and the visuals are not connected, so they are just random. Yes? So what does it mean? So it means when you create a welcoming environment that shows respect to people, this gives a ground to freedom of expression and a freedom to be yourself. And this creative workplace is makes good people feel connected to each other, intimate and trusted, and feel sense of pride to be part of the Symphony family. So this is how we clustered it to understand it better and to understand how we work further with that. But at the end, feel of freedom and feel of creative pride, this is what connects all of them. So we went further and we tried also to understand external IT community, external audience, the one that we want to attract, compare it with the internal people. And we've conducted such a survey that shows hierarchy of needs, where perks and benefits, salary, and culture are included. And this is the demographic of the group. So as you see, the majority of them are 26-35. I guess this is all basically the same target audience that you guys work with. Mostly not married, mostly have no children. And only the external, as you see, audience has a slightly different demographic in terms of gender, because we have it close to 50-50. So, and what were the outcomes? I will go to this slide. So the outcomes is the following. The majority of people externally value the company the most. And the majority of people internally value perks and benefits the most, except the group 36 plus. Yes. So our assumption is that people externally perhaps are missing the culture, and that's why they valued it number one apart between all of those benefits. So what does it mean for Symphony solution? How do we deal with that? And here we come to the point that actually our mission is to make everybody feel valued. So we believe if you take care of people, they take care of your business. And our external research shows, external and internal shows that 85% of our employees actually feel very happy with the current job versus 68 of external respondents. Yeah. In the last 10 years, we've grown a lot, but we've never had a sales and marketing department dedicated. So this is one of the proofs that this is how the culture works, and how actually by having the right culture, through having the right people, we attract the customers. And we've never lost any client. And all our clients, you might question, from where do you get the clients? Yeah, so they all come from the referrals. And when they're approaching already us, we kind of check this cultural fit if we can collaborate together, because this is a crucial and important factor for us. The same as when taking new people on board. So here are some of our clients that you might know. So Accenture, I think it's clear. Hewlett-Packard Enterprise. Vivino is a nice wine app if you're a wine lover. It's #1 in the world, actually. Ladbrokes Coral and Scientific Games represent, our knowledge and betting and gambling domain, where we are pretty strong. And until now, we've grown to 550 professionals in the following countries, with the headquarters in Netherlands. And now I will share, we've been recognized as a 50 best working place, according to some American sources, and the new one is upcoming next month. And here is more what I mean about the culture and how we represented it in all our offices. Yes, so it's with a signature Dutch cow upside down and a windmill. This is our canteen, where people get free lunches and breakfast. This is our coffee bar, where you get coffee from baristas, professional baristas. And this is one of our training rooms. This is a yoga place, and where you have stretching and actually meditation courses, or you can play tennis. This is our massage, a very cozy place. Basically, you can choose between a male and a female therapist that will treat you, a nursery. And here is the photo of the upcoming office in Krakow, which will be the best one from what we've have until now, because we learned a lot in our mistakes and try to improve. And this is where we will implement all our dreams. Again, the signature cow upside down, canteen, some space area. So that's all. Thank you so much.